welcome to Yoga with India. I'm India, and today I'm going to be taking you through a Yoga for Cyclists sequence. Now, as a cyclist, you might find that you're crunched over your handlebars a lot of the time, especially if you're on a road bike. So we want to counteract that feeling by drawing the shoulders back and away from the ears to create length through the spine. We also want to be creating length through the hip flexors, as they can often feel quite crunched in as well. And draw attention to our thighs, our glutes and our quads to create strength and power through that area. And then also look after our calves, as they can often feel quite tight as well. All right, let's get started. So finding yourself in a comfortable seat, for me that's going to be cross-legged, but that might not be the case for you. You might want to lengthen the legs out in front of you, or just take them to the side in a mermaid pose. All right, so finding that seat, wherever that may be, let's take the backs of the hands to the knees, palms up to the sky. And then just growing nice and tall out of your seat and gently closing the eyes. So just take a moment to come back to the here and now and feel really present in the space. So closing the mouth, begin to focus on the breath by breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Good. Really watching that breath as you inhale, seeing that breath move right down to the pit of the stomach, and then releasing and letting go with the exhale. Good. Feel the energy the body creates as you breathe in that new fresh oxygen and let go of the stale breath. Good. And as you're breathing here, just watch that you're not naturally crouching down over. We want to keep that spine nice and long, growing tall out of our seat. All right, gently taking the fingertips down by your side. And then opening the eyes, blinking the light back in. Good. Okay, let's take a little stretch over to the right side. Trying to keep that left hip down on the mat if we can. Trying to keep that arm in line with the ear. And then flexing the hand, getting a little deeper stretch here. Good. And then over to the left. Similar feeling. Stretching through the other side of the body now, but maybe flexing the hand, deepening the stretch. Good. And then slowly coming back up to the center. Good. All right, 3 rolls back with the shoulders. Maybe feeling a few crunches as you do so. Good. And then the 3rd roll back, swooping the arms up overhead, clasping the hands together and pressing the hands away from you. Looking up to those hands and then drawing the chin down to the chest. And then taking the gaze back to the center. All right, a little stretch over to the right again, but with the hands above our head. Trying to keep those elbows in line with the ears, keeping those arms back. Good. And then back to the center. And then over to the left. You'll notice that you're really having to engage the core through this stretch. Good. And then back to the center. All right, releasing the arms now, taking those hands behind you, clasping the hands together, projecting the chest forward and sending those shoulders right back there. Good. Take your inhale. And then exhale, falling over the legs, allowing those arms to go overhead as well. Good. This should feel really good. And it's almost like the opposite pose to that you take on the bike. Good. Creating full mobility in the body to prevent injury. All right, slowly coming all the way back up. Okay, releasing those arms to the side. Now we're going to come into a gentle twist. So right hand's going to come behind us, left hand crosses over. We inhale out of our seat. And we exhale, turning to face the back of the room. So you want to really take a full body twist here. We don't want to just let our shoulder or our head go back. Twist in our full body. This can be gentle to begin with, and then you can keep twisting the body further around with every exhale. This is really important to create different mobilities within the body, as cycling is a very linear sport. We're down facing one direction the whole time. So we want to create different movement in the body to protect the body. Good. All right, twisting now round to the other side. So twisting round to the left. So the left hand comes behind you. The right hand crosses over. Inhale out of your seat. And exhale, turning all the way, twisting all the way right round. Good. Working through the core as well. Nice. All right, slowly coming back round to that center place. Okay, we're going to tip forward now onto all fours. So hands are going to come right underneath our shoulders, and our knees are going to come underneath our hips. And we're going to come into a little gentle twist once again. So we're going to send our right hip out to the side and then look at our right hip. So getting a little side stretch through the body here as well. Trying to keep that core engaged so you're not letting the spine dip down. And then coming over to the left. So the left hip swings around and we look to the left hip. Good. Going again, right hip coming all the way around, looking to the right hip. And then swinging the hips over to the left, looking to the left. Good, back to the center. All right, really rooting those hands into the mat, spreading the fingers nice and wide. And now sending the right foot back, digging the toes into the mat. So you're lengthening through that right leg. We're now going to draw the heel away from us and really feel this one in the calves. Good. Keep the breath moving. This is the best stretch for the calves. Good. Try not to sink down in the arms. Keep pushing energy through those hands. All right, now just bend the knee and bring the foot up. So the knee should be about level with the hips now. We're now going to draw the knee in to meet the nose. So you're going to be curving in the spine. See if the nose and knee can meet each other. And now as you send that knee back, lift the foot as high as you can and lift the chest. We're in our tiger pose. And again, drawing the nose and knee in together. And again, drawing that foot back up. Feel that chest lead. Good. A little bit of energy through the glutes as well. One more time. Nose and knee in together. And then sending that leg all the way back up. Good. And then dropping the knee all the way back down. All right. Let's even ourselves up now. Sending the left leg back, digging those toes into the mat, drawing the heel down away from you. Feeling that stretch through the calf. Good. Keep breathing any areas of discomfort. Send that exhale to that area. Good. All right. Releasing the foot, bending the knee, drawing the foot up, and then drawing the nose and knee in to meet each other. So scooping in the core, so you can get the nose and knee to touch, and then sending the foot all the way back up, lift the chest. And again, nose and knee coming in together. Good. And then bringing the foot all the way back up. Good. And one more time, nose and knee in together. And then sending that foot all the way back up, tiger pose. Lifting the chest, leading with the heart, good. And then slowly drawing the knee back down. All right, let's take a little stretch through the hips now. Open hip, child's pose. So knees are going to come out to the side. Feet are going to come together. We're going to sink back into our heels. So our glutes are really going to sink down into our heels. We can walk our hands out away from us, send our chest through the arms. Forehead can come down to the mat. So this is a really great active rest place. Breathing. Good. Okay. We're not going to stay here for too long. We're going to come back up onto all fours now. Line our knees up with our hips, taking our hands right underneath our shoulders, tucking our toes under, and now coming into your downward facing dog. So let's have a little pedal here through the feet to begin with, just warming up the backs of the legs. You might be feeling this, particularly in the calves, the hamstrings. Good, have a little pedal here just to feel comfortable in this position. And then when you feel ready, sinking those heels down into the mat, really drawing that chest down through towards the legs. All right, so we want to be warming up the backs of the legs here. We're going to do so by coming up onto our tippy toes. Good. Now bend the knees and draw our chest down to meet our thighs. And now we're going to keep our tailbone where it is, but lengthen our legs by sending our heels down towards the mat. And as you do so, keep sending your chest further through towards your legs. Good, going again. Coming up onto the tippy toes. Bending the knees. Sending the energy down into the heels. Bring that tailbone a little bit higher if you can. Good. One more time. Up onto the tippy toes. Bending the knees. Keeping the chest there, but sending those heels down, lifting the tailbone. Really nice, well done. All right, good job. Okay, let's just slowly walk the feet in now to meet the hands. And then just hang out here, ragdoll. Once again, and a really good stretch for the backs of the legs. All right, have a look at your feet, and you want to line your feet up with your knees wherever it feels comfortable. So you should be able to see that your knees are exactly the same alignment with your feet, with your big toes. And we're going to come into Utkatasana now, seated posture. So we're going to bend our knees and then swoop our arms up to meet our ears. So we're finding ourselves almost in a seat. We want to make sure that our spine isn't too arched by pressing our hips down and under, creating that length through the spine. And we're really going to be feeling this in our glutes. Good. Also in our quads, we're going to feel the burn here. All right. Feel that energy, feel that strength, feel that power. You're going to need it when you're next on the bike. One more breath here. Take that inhale. And then as you exhale, surrendering down back over the legs, lengthen out the legs. Good job. Just checking in with the feet and the knees and the toes in alignment. All right, we're going to go again. So bending those knees and then swooping the hands up, meeting the thighs, sitting down here. Good. Feel that energy through the arms still. Breathing into any areas of discomfort. Good job. One more breath here. Take the inhale. And then exhale, surrendering all the way down, lengthening the legs, look through the legs. All right, I think we can go one more time. Here we go. Bending the knees and swooping those arms up, meeting the ears, sinking down into that seat. Good. Keeping the knees in a line with the toes. Feel that core connect. Good. Keeping that spine nice and long. One more inhale here. And then exhale slowly. Coming all the way down, forward fold. Good job, everyone. All right. Gently, just bending the knees now. And then taking the hands back and coming down onto your back. So plant your feet into the mat. And slowly coming down onto your back. Good. Okay, we're going to take our hands into a cactus pose now. So this is where we bend our elbows and take our arms right, our backs of our hands right to the floor, so our arms are in a right angle. This should feel really good for the shoulders. All right. We're now going to just send our knees from right to left. So allow our knees to drop from right to left, getting a little bit of motion through the hips as you do so. Good. And then when you're ready, just allowing your knees to sink down to the right side, allowing them to drop to the right, and then head can go to the left. A really nice twist here. Good. Also creating a little bit more mobility within the hips. Good. And then slowly bring the knees back up to center. And then windscreen wiper with the knees again. Just allow them to drop from right to left. And when you're ready, allowing them to come down to the left side. Head's going to come to the right. Good. Cactus pose with the arms is a really great one if you want your shoulders to feel open and your heart to lead. Great. One more breath here. And then slowly recovering those knees all the way up. Good job, everyone. All right, draw those knees in towards your body. Hands can come to the knees. And then 3 rotations round one way. And 3 rotations round the other. A little massage on the lower back there. Excellent job. Well done. You deserve this Shavasana after all those Uttatasanas and the seated posture. All right, so lengthen the legs out in front of you. And just come into the relaxation pose. Allow those legs to fall, those arms to fall wherever they wish. And just closing the eyes. Good. And just allowing the breath to soften for a moment. Allowing the mind to soften. Allowing the body to soften. Good. As a cyclist, it's really important to have these moments of stillness and relaxation. Just to keep balance with the very active motion of cycling. Good. All right, you can stay here for a little bit longer if you'd like to, or follow my lead by wiggling the fingers and the toes. And then taking the arms overhead, full body stretch, good. And then coming over onto your side, placing your hand down on the floor and then just pushing yourself up back into that comfortable seat you took at the beginning of this session. This time hands down to the knees, sense of grounding at the end of this class, good. And if your eyes are closed, just gently opening them now. Inhaling, hands coming all the way up, palms meet. Exhale down to heart center. And again, inhaling, hands coming all the way up, palms meet. Exhale down to heart center. One more time. Inhale, hands coming all the way up. Exhale down to heart center. Bowing your head to your heart and your heart to the ground. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this yoga practice helps your cycling, and please do subscribe to my channel as I've got loads of other yoga videos that will be able to help too. All right, see you again soon.